Hello friends, in this video we'll be learning about cloud. So why it is cloud and why is it needed? It will just be a high level overview of why it is cloud, how it came into being and etc etc. So let's see, suppose you start with a phone and that particular phone has 64 GB space and you want to store photos on your phone. Suppose each photo takes around a GB. You can only store 64 photos, right? Most of you will end up using the space within a week or month. What is the next solution? The next solution is to use an external HDD. You can get it from Samsung or any other Toshiba. You take the HDD and you have around 1 TB of space in that, and now you can store around 1000 photos. It is cheaper and durable, but again, HDD cannot be shared easily. Like if you want to share with your friends or family the same photos you have taken of there, you have to carry it to them, then they will copy paste from that in your system. That's where the cloud came into being. Basically, cloud is infrastructure, the computer infrastructure, the computing infrastructure that is hosted by someone else in somewhere in the world. It can be hosted in Antarctica, in America, in Spain, in Brazil, in India, in China, anywhere. And it has lots of hard disk drive, computing power, that is lots of CPUs. Now you can store your photos as much as you want, and then you go and pay for storing according to the storage that you have used. So that is the simple cloud. It's a bunch of external HDD taken together and kept it at a place somewhere in a geographical location safely. You provide the power, you provide the you no, you don't provide the power. The cloud provider provides the power, takes care of everything, takes care of data safety, security, and you just have to use it via internet. That's it. So now with the same 64 GB space of your phone, you have infinite storage in cloud. So let's start with something understanding that where is your Gmail stored? This is again stored in a cloud. When you use Google Drive, when you use Netflix, when you use Zoom, you are all using the cloud only. Cloud has integrated so much into our infrastructure in our day to day life that you won't even know you're interacting with cloud. So, cloud computing is basically using someone else's computer over the internet. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to manage any infrastructure. It is just like electricity. You pay for what you use. You used 1000 CPU cycles or anything, you pay for the computing. If you use 1 TB of space in the cloud, you just pay for that 1 TB that you have used. When you upload your photos to Google Drive, when you stream videos on YouTube or Netflix, everything comes from cloud. Even companies like Netflix, which are very big, they also use cloud providers. Before cloud, what used to happen is that people who need to host something, who need to host your website or anything, they had to buy servers from server providers, and then they have to maintain the hardware. You have to do the bare metal thing right from scratch. With cloud, you can just focus on maintaining and designing your website or anything and just put it into the cloud and you are done. You don't have to take care about security and other aspects, the network, the power, all the things. Now, come a little bit of, we go into a little bit of more depth, is the type of cloud services that are available. One is IaaS, that's infrastructure as a service, in which you rent cloud servers, again, to do some sort of calculation for anything. Another thing is platform as a service, where you use to deploy your apps. The third one is software as a service, that you can use the cloud software. So, cloud computing is basically the on demand delivery of computing resources over the internet as and when you need them. You don't need to maintain it, you don't need to take care of any security or anything, it's just cloud. Most of the modern revolution of technology, AI, etc., has been is possible just because of cloud. AI, big data, modern app, they all needs the cloud. Without cloud, they cannot survive. Major cloud service providers are Google, Amazon, Alibaba also provide the cloud services. Even Microsoft provides Azure cloud services, Oracle, and there are many smaller cloud service providers. Hopefully, you are able to understand what a cloud is, in a high level overview, it's not something which is infinite or anything. It appears to be infinite because you just keep on adding more and more infrastructure. And as the technology progresses, the same external HDD that you had bought in long time ago to store your photos, in the same size, now more and more data can be stored. Now imagine if just your one in the size of your 1 TB HDD you can store now 5 TB data. Imagine the cloud also grows 5 times. So that's how the cloud service provider work, and it works very cheaply because since they maintain everything in the bulk. They buy the external hard drives, they buy servers in bulk, they get a lot of discounts. They maintain it at the same center using the same power and the same water to cool the data centers, so that they can be able to provide the data very able to provide the cloud services like data storage etc very cheaply. Thank you, and please subscribe.